Are you all in a mental state where you can handle a sudden influx of potentially bad news? So you know how Donald Trump is bankrupt and dealing with a wide variety of financial stressors, from the cost of his campaign to the court cases to donors backing out to, well, everything. The recent settlements, his case in New York. Donald Trump, seeking cash infusion, meets with Elon Musk. It's not clear whether Mr. Musk will spend any of his billions on the former president's behalf. If he does, he could erase Mr. Trump's financial disadvantage in the 2024 race. Now, this is an interesting one. If you'll recall, Donald Trump and Elon Musk don't actually like each other. Elon Musk sided with DeSantis. He finds Trump too boorish and rude. And Trump, for his part, probably doesn't like the fact that Elon Musk has his own gigantic ego that needs to be fed. They're not a good pair. Megalomaniacs tend not to get along with each other, and they are both megalomaniacs. So Donald Trump, who is urgently seeking a cash infusion to aid his presidential campaign, met on Sunday in Palm Beach, Florida with Elon Musk and a few wealthy Republican donors, according to 3 people briefed in the meeting who spoke on the condition of anonymity to describe a private discussion. Trump and his team are working to find additional major donors to shore up his finances as he heads into an expected general election against President Biden. Mr. Trump has praised Musk to allies and hopes to have a one-on-one meeting with the billionaire soon, according to a person who discussed the matter with Mr. Trump. Oh, now we're going to cut out with the login, huh? I see. Giving me a little taste. I see. Does Elon still work at Tesla or SpaceX? He doesn't work at either of those places. He sits on top of them. He squats on them. On Wednesday, following the publication of this story, Musk posted on Twitter that he was, quote, not donating money to either candidate for U.S. president. He did not specify which 2 candidates he was referring to. What? What am I reading right now? Doesn't mean he couldn't donate to a PAC. Elon's stupid. I doubt he would, hide his language in that way. Yeah, let me get a different article. To be super clear, I am not donating money to either candidate for U.S. president. There are more than 2. Edward Snowden's a big RFK guy, I assume. Elon means he's going to donate to Dean Phillips. Elon, ever prescient, was right on his way to give Nikki Haley some much-needed campaign cash infusion before she dropped out and failed to endorse Donald Trump 5 minutes ago. He's giving money to Cenk Uygur. Elon Musk with posting memes, the don't care, still voting for Cenk. Cash trap Trump wants the money Elon Musk claims he has. Update, Musk says no. Former president wants some cash from the former world's richest person. Yeah, obviously. Is there any other information? Because if the only follow-up to this meeting is Musk saying, I'm not donating money to anyone, that's not very good for Trump. Obviously Musk is a cretin and dishonest, but still. I love my journalism. Let's quote the Times, then proceeds to quote 8 paragraphs. H-bomb, we need you here on jalupnik.com. I would be surprised if Elon Musk actually does end up contributing a bunch of money to Trump's campaign. I don't expect him to do that, even though realistically, these photos are 10 years old. Even though realistically, Elon Musk has so much money that he could basically decide the results of the presidential election. I think that they're so petty. They're so petty. They're such petty people. Never say never. Yeah, well, Now, one thing we do need to be looking out for is that Elon Musk is almost certainly going to turn Twitter into even more of a 24/7 conservative propaganda rebroadcasting network. He is going to structure it in such a way that it is effectively a vehicle for the GOP to promote their interests. In terms of direct donations, though, there are complexities to this that a lot of people, I'll be honest, I don't really understand a lot of it myself. In the United States, money buys power. I guess that's the whole world, really. But in the United States also, we have made it very easy for people with money to influence elections. But there are so many right-wing billionaires. Why wouldn't the Koch brothers just, I don't know, fork over $5 billion, enough to win a presidential, certainly. And then oh yeah, well, we'll cut taxes for you specifically. Who cares, What prevents that level of overt involvement? They want return on their investment, but they would get it. Money helps more in congressional races where name recognition is lower. That does make sense. Though in this case, the big problem with Donald Trump isn't just name recognition, it's not being able to pay down all of his, debts and so on. Maybe Elon Musk doesn't want to associate himself with Trump financially because Trump is going through a lot right now financially with like the New York ruling and everything else. Maybe it is just an ego thing. It would backfire massively optically. It might also be an ego thing, right? Like Donald Trump just doesn't want to look like he's looking to Daddy Musk for a bailout. You know, like, doesn't that sound like a very obvious reason Trump wouldn't want support? Because he's like prided himself on being a billionaire, and it would just be like, oh, here's Musk, this guy I've beef with before. And Trump holds beefs forever. Forever. He holds them forever. And then it's like, oh yeah, I was having all these like financial issues. Let me like defer to Daddy Musk. I mean, that could be a big part of it. Isn't Trump shameless when it comes to money though? Not to the extent that it would prevent his ego from getting in the way of him soliciting those kinds of donations from a person he already dislikes. Isn't it against the law to donate that much? Oh, there are ways you can get around it. Like in a direct sense, there are limits to direct campaign donations, but there are ways to contribute. You can set up PACs or super PACs or like entire financial superstructures designed to do the work of like a campaign organizer, but from a separate system. There are ways around it functionally. Yeah, Trump scamming money off of random people is something he's proud of, begging it off a rich guy's weakness. Yeah, because Donald Trump is like an egotistical snake oil salesman. So if Donald Trump is going to make money by like selling drop ship Chinese gold foil shoes, that's a way for him to make money. Why not? He doesn't give a f. He'll attach his name to anything. But then like asking for money from somebody much wealthier than him who he doesn't already like, totally different. Totally different. What if Elon became the VP pick? No, that is not going to happen, I promise you. Yeah, it looked like he has a sugar daddy. Yeah, gold paint, not gold foil, sorry. Elon can't be VP legally, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wow. It sounds to me like you guys are anti-Jenk 2024. You really think that not being born a U.S. citizen should be enough? Yeah, I feel a bit better about this. Has Trump said anything about it on Truth Social? I'm sure those articles would have been updated if he had, but debating Joe Biden, live play-by-play of crooked Joe Biden's State of the Union address, endorsement from Mitch McConnell, thank you, MAGA. Nikki Haley got trounced last night. No, nothing about his meeting with Elon. I doubt he wants more people knowing how strapped for cash he is. Yeah, probably not something he would be interested in broadcasting, which means that Elon Musk broadcasting that probably makes him look even worse in Trump's eyes. Like, for it to be known that they were having that meeting and for Elon to draw attention to that meeting by tweeting, hey, just so you know, I'm not giving anyone money. It's embarrassing. It would be. Well, that makes me feel a bit better. Just a little bit. Biden preps for the State of the Union speech and rowdy Republicans. You think there's a chance that Biden has a stroke and just dies right there behind the podium?